Well, hello there. I am back, and today we are going to take a look at some glitter and lasers things that have come across my desk. Well, not my desk, just my phone. Anyway, I don't have a desk. So let's see. What's today? Today's Sunday. It's a beautiful day. It's Sunday. The sky's blue. Leaves are turning. At least where I'm at. Anywho, this came across my recommended on TikTok. And I was like, why is Anna, she reposted it, Motivation Monday, from 12/11 of 23. Okay, that's a while ago. What does it say? Every stumble is a step forward. Embrace the journey, repost by Anna O'Brien. Part of building my physical health is trying and failing and then trying again. I don't always succeed, but I always get back up and try again. In that way, on this journey, I am never a failure. I can't fail if I never give up. Fitness journey, self-love, growth mindset builder. This is from December 11th of 2023. Now, we're constantly journeying. And why am I pointing this one out, right? We know that she's been working out or acting like she works out forever, right? This is before all the surgeries. I believe this is before the GLP-1 really kicked in. This might have been right before she started. I cannot remember. Because I feel like she started to do weight loss stuff and then started it after Christmas, like in the spring. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Because then I think like July-ish of the year after that, she finally had to admit it. But whatever. Does not matter. What matters is what I saw in this.
And also incorporating.
Wait, what's that? Is that a split squat?
My physical therapy into my workout.
Because that's a split squat. I thought those terrified our girl. I thought she could never do them and she had to hold onto the counter to help her. This was even before the GLP-1. And if someone else has shown this, I mean, great. I might have missed it. But remember how scared and terrified she was to do a split squat and she cried with her coach and oh my God, look at me. But it was after all the medically necessary, and I'm using air quotations, all the medically necessary surgery she had to get her mobility back and to get her life back, that she still couldn't do a split squat. But wait, you could do it in 2023. What happened? What happened from 2023 to 2020? What happened? Did you just magically forget how to do one? I don't know. But I was always trying to give her the benefit of the doubt that maybe her GLP-1 really did help with inflammation and mobility a little bit, just a little. And that she was maybe being, a little bit honest, but not completely honest. You know what I mean? Like trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. But this is pre-GLP-1. This is pre all of those things, right? Or in the very beginning of even. I don't know. My timeline could be way off. This is when she was trying to kickstart her journey because remember she bought the bench. She showed us the bench. She's like, oh, now a few months later she did Copilot, whatever. Here's my body after 16 workouts using Copilot. Yeah, 16 workouts. Ooh, see what I mean? And there's a good point. This is why we go over shit like this with Anna, is because she does 6 weeks of strong woman training and she's like, look at these shoulders. Look, bask in their glory. She does that all the time. She did 16 workouts with Copilot and she's like, look at my body. My body is changing. Look at my mobility. I can open the gate and close the gate. Look. I just fucking can't. 6 weeks of strong woman. Look at this back. Look at these shoulders. Yeah, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Not even a little bit. No. No. Not even a little. Anyway, let's on to the next. All right, so here we are on the fall. It says, oh, this is a lot. Wow. You will fail. You will fail. That is inevitable. Whether you get back up and keep trying is up to you. People like to comment on form and all sorts of stuff I'm not doing right in my posts. I'm like 3 months in, of course. My form sucks and I'm still learning. But you have shoulders of a goddess, right, Glitter? You're only 3 months. You're wanting us to understand that you're only 3 months in here, but then you want to show us a progress pic of your shoulders and say, look what I did in 3 months. You can't have it both ways. You can't have it both ways. Okay. I'm like 3 months in, of course. My form sucks and I'm still learning. I'm going to do so many things wrong on this journey, but the thing I can do right is to keep showing up, keep trying, keep learning, and keep applying feedback from the athletes and trainers I trust. I'll get there. Oh, you don't trust us? You don't trust us? Aw, that's too bad. A pro once told me, if you think your form's perfect at any stage of your journey, you've just given yourself permission to never get any better. Okay. No, that's not how that works, because you could have amazing, perfect, almost perfect form. We won't say perfect. I don't like perfect. You could have amazing form and still get better because you just keep stacking more weight on and pushing harder. Yeah. Uh-huh. So, I mean, I'm sure that pro is amazing and I'm sure they have great form, but yeah, I understand sticking to the basics and you always work on the basics. Even when you become a professional, you still work on the basics. But form is something that keeps us safe. It's not really a negotiable. You have to practice it from, like, once you get past that beginner stage and you learn it, you have to keep that form consistent, even up to being a pro. Anna wants to just stack the weight on instead of learning real good form. So again, your gotcha and your little quote from your pro friend, it does nothing for your argument, Anna, because you won't slow down, stop stacking the weight on, and just learn proper form. You have to rush and show your shoulders in our face and say, look at me, look at my shoulders. Uh-huh. I'm looking. What am I supposed to be seeing? Anyway, let's see where she falls. I have it muted because copyright. All right, so we're picking up with horrible rounded back as well. Sit down into it and drive through your feet to lift those things up. Don't round out and pick it up like a bag of groceries. Sit down into it, drive up with the weight. Of course, you're going to have to bend over a little bit because you're tall, but it shouldn't be round out, yank it up, and then go. Sit down in. You have hips and knees, Anna. Use those joint muscles. Use those hinges to get you lower to the ground and then to drive yourself up. That's what they're meant for. Anyway, go back a little bit. I want to see her knees. Nope. Go back. Okay, here we go. See how she barely bends her knees? She's basically almost pushed those knees back into lockout. Her hips are as high as they possibly can go, and she bends over to pick the weight up. No. Look up. You don't have to have your face straight up at me. Sit down into it. Grab the weights. Engage through the floor, grounding. Drive through your feet to lift, and then start walking. See? That's all pulling with her upper body, because her knees, how is she pulling? Her knees are almost locked out. She's pulling with her upper body right now. You should still be damn near sitting, driving up to get that weight up. Okay, all upper body. And then down we go. You know why she's going down? Because her upper body yanked the weight up and she started walking before her knees and her lower body were actually engaged in the weight. That's what happens when you don't do it properly and you rush. Sit down into it, grab the weights. I don't even grab the weights until I'm down to where I know, okay, I'm down to the ground, not to the ground, but I'm down low. Grab the weights with my hands, then drive up. My grip is the last thing. Let's go back. See, look, her grip should not be there. Her butt should be down. And then drive up. This is why you fall, and this is why you fail. You're not doing it right. See? Barely any use of the lower body to get that weight off the floor. You are absolutely going to hurt yourself, and it's not going to be cute, but okay. Anyway, we're walking, oh no, down we go. She's so lucky it wasn't worse. And that right there is Anna's face of embarrassment. See? She looks like she's going to fucking cry. And honestly, I would not make fun of her if she did cry because it is embarrassing. No one wants to fall. No one wants to fail. No one wants to look stupid in the gym. And you know what? If she did cry, let it out, get over it, move on. I'm not here to make her feel shitty for what happened. I wish she would listen to people. You know, I don't even think that her coach has taught her to do it that way. I think she just rushes through, does it, and remember this woman cannot be told no, guys. This woman will not be told she's wrong. She will not be told no. So do you think this man is able to tell her no and correct her and actually let it sink in? No, because she'll still find a reason why she wasn't wrong. She will still find a reason to be like, oh, was it my fault? Glitter and lasers, everything's shiny and pretty and happy. Take a second to slow down and do things the right way. It doesn't mean you're weak. It doesn't mean we're right and you're wrong. It doesn't mean any of those things. It means do it right. Do it safely. Slow down. Who do you have anything to prove to other than yourself? Why are you trying to prove everyone wrong? Why are you trying to prove that you're the best, the fastest, the prettiest, the glitteriest, the shiniest, the rainbowiest, the most creative, the most perfect? Like, no. Because what kills me is that she will profess like, I can fail, I'm flawed, da. But the minute she does, no one can say shit. Don't say anything. She already told us she was going to fail. We're not allowed to address it. So don't put it on the internet. It's really that simple. These are the things that drive me nuts. Like, do I think that sometimes people go a little hard for glitter? Absolutely. There's some people that go very hard against her. I try to give the benefit of the doubt sometimes. And I have to tell myself, like, this woman has something in her brain that just does not let her just be a person. Like, she's so ingrained in the influencer mentality and, you know, the drive to just make money off of every aspect of her life that it's going to take something big to change that mentality. But she's in deep. She's in very deep. And instead of just looking at the people that are maybe being a little harsh or being a little critical and saying, wow, man, their delivery is terrible, but they're right. They're absolutely right. They are absolutely right. Did I rush into these surgeries? Probably. Was I ready? No. Am I going too quickly with all this strong woman shit? Yup. How can I fix it now? You're here now. How can we fix it now? Well, let's address our diet. Let's address just steady state cardio, walking, swimming, light hiking, all those things. Really get the food under control. Really understand the inflammation, what, she needs to do for her body to, keep it safe from things that affect her, apparently like Ehlers-Danlos and her lipedema and her morbid obesity and probably a slew of other things that we don't even know about. Hashimoto's, all these things, right? And then go back to your coach, start slow, learn good form, start with little weights. Why are we signing up for a competition when we have an elbow that feels like every time we lift a rock, it's going to burst? That makes no sense. If the goal is to live a long, healthy, productive, happy life, we don't need to be focusing on a sport that destroys people's bodies, if not done correctly. It's just insanity to me that I can see this. And I really feel like the reason why it's clearer to me than it is for her, who does she have to live for other than herself? I'm not saying that you have to have people to live for, but it does help sometimes. It does help to have a purpose, to have a reason. What's her purpose? Other than proving that fat people can be fabulous when she knows that is a fucking lie. What's her purpose? To show us clothes that don't fit properly? I bet she'd say, my purpose is to preach kindness. Okay, well, you're not being kind to yourself, Anna. So there goes that. Anyway, that got real deep real fast, and all I wanted to do was watch Anna fall down and not laugh. because I'm not that mean. As I laugh. Anyway, that's it for today. Ooh, this turned into a 15-minute video. I did not plan that. I really literally thought we were just going to watch her do some weird craft shit, fall down and in and out, you know? Oh, but I do have one more thing. Let's go find it. Let's go. This story put up on Glitter and Lasers. I'm taking measurements for a bunch of reasons. I need to order a lifting belt and had no clue what size to buy. Oh. Anna, are you saying that you need to measure so that things will properly fit your body because you don't know what size to buy? I am shocked. I also haven't measured my body since my first surgery with my 6-month post-op coming up. It was time. So what you're telling me is all these fashion hauls that you've been pumping out, you haven't been measuring your body to see if the clothes will actually fit you and you ordered the right size? I am shocked that your bread and butter of your income, clothing hauls and all things beauty, would be compromised by your laziness and unwillingness to get out a fucking tape measure. What are we doing? We tell you constantly you have to measure against the sizing chart to see if the garment, or as you call it, the piece, will fit upon your body. Because remember, Anna, my body is changing. Measure it. Measure it. This is why I can't be on the internet every day, all day, people. Right here. This is why. Such tiny things, such minor details that would fix so many things in this woman's life, like measuring your waist and your hips, and then like maybe some length action before we hit purchase on an online order. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? She'll take the time to measure herself to order a weightlifting belt, which good for safety, but she won't take the time to measure herself so that she can order clothes that she can then try on YouTube to make money so she can sustain her lifestyle. Oh, that's right, because the fashion halls hit better and make more money when it's cringy as fuck and none of the clothes fit, right? And the fashion's terrible. This is insanity. This is absolute insanity. I fucking can't. Anyway, I'll be sharing my results so far after I meet with my doctor. Doing this also actually really helped combat some weird body perception stuff I have going on. I'm going to guess that the scale is not moving, but she feels like clothes are fitting differently, but she can't figure out why. There's a lot of reasons. When we lose weight, we can, she was right. Your body does let off some water, blah, 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 all that. You got to flush it out, all these things, right? But that only happens for a little bit of time, and then we actually have to start burning some fat, right? Not burning, but shrinking the fat storage cells. I hate when people say burning. I mean, I know that's technically what's happening, but like we're actually just taking the fat storage and shrinking it down, the fat cells, and making that, whatever. We don't need to get all scientific-y about it, but once you have a certain amount, that's what you have, and blah, blah, blah. And like, that's why liposuction is kind of crazy for someone like her, because then it's going to make her gain weight in weird places that she didn't before, because it's got to go somewhere. Anyway, get out the tape measure. More than just for this weight belt, because I know this just shows where her priorities are. Paycheck? Nah, don't need to worry about fashion hauls, even though that's my paycheck. Weightlifting belt where I could potentially hurt myself? Absolutely. Ding, 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 ding. That's the priority right now. And on that note, I'm going to go. Enough ranting for me today, but I feel like they were all valid points. I feel like we could have got there a little quicker, but here we are. I know you guys like a longer video sometimes, so here you go. Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful day out. I'm going to go for a strenuous 10-mile hike at a 16 million elevation. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to probably go for a walk. Like regular people, just for a walk. I'm just average, Look at some leaves. The sky is blue. Enjoy it. I don't need to post about it. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.